Good day. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is a topic about sales and a particular myth about sales. Sales is always seen as something that's not meant for everybody. It's seen as something that's really meant for people who are outgoing, outspoken, confident, you know, ready to take on the world, and you know, typical extrovert kind of personality. And what I really wanted to talk a little bit in this video was about how me as an introvert, a quiet person, a very quiet person, a man of few words, actually started my career in sales almost more than 40 years ago. And I think, if I really look back now at my career, that decision to join sales after my engineering was possibly the best decision I ever took. That's helped me right through my career. Now, why do I say that? I think this perception that you want us to be extremely outgoing, extremely, a good talker, a smooth talker, and sales is all about smooth talking, is all a myth, a huge myth. And I see so many benefits, so many benefits of being quiet and how that can actually help in sales. And sales is not something that's only about selling a product to a consumer or a customer, right? Sales is something that we do all the time in our career, in our lives, in our friendships, in our relationships. How we sell ourselves, how we communicate, how we sort of get the point across, the tone at which you get the point across. So a lot of it is about communication, right? And I think to me an important part of communication is the art of listening. Now, if a person is busy talking all the time, person is busy trying to get across their point of view all the time, person is trying to win an argument all the time to show that they know it all, right? Or they like the sound of their own voice, right? What's the outcome? While somebody else is speaking in a group or one-to-one or in a larger audience, right? You want to get your point of view across because you think you know it all, or you like to show that you know it all. So that's where your overconfidence comes in, and you want to share your point of view, you want to share your opinion, and you are hardly listening to what the other person is saying or what the other people are saying. So you're not in a listening mode, you're in a telling mode, you're in a reacting mode. Before somebody finishes, you want to make your point of view to show that, look, I know what I'm talking about, I want to be heard, I want my voice to be heard. And to me, the key element of success in sales is it's about listening, it's about asking the right questions, it's about making that comfort level evolve between the person at the other end of the table and you, right? Or if you're talking to an audience in a room, in a conference, in a meeting, or in a large public gathering, right? You're trying to get across your point of view, which is what will resonate with the audience, right? So listening becomes a very important skill, and a great, smooth, fast talker doesn't give enough time to listen, right? So I found that, whether you're negotiating a deal or whether you are trying to create your visibility and presence in a large gathering, in a networking event, or in a WhatsApp group, or any of those areas where you tend to communicate with more than one person, right? If you come across as somebody quiet, somebody who respects people, somebody who is respectful of other people's opinion, but is not shy of stating their own, right? Uh, I've written a lot of articles and posts on quiet leadership and the power of quiet, right? And I think, quiet is not weak, quiet is not meek. Quiet is about getting across your point of view with facts and figures, with data, with analytics, with a lot of thought that goes into it. So even if you talk less, even if you present less, the point is that whatever you share is backed up with a lot of data and research and analytics and logic. right? So you can outshine anybody in any kind of forum by just keeping in mind that less is more. The less you say, what matters is not what you say, it's about how you say and how you package your story in such a way that you're able to impact or influence the person at the other end, right? So that's as far as the written, oh sorry, that's as far as the spoken word is concerned. I also find that, uh, written communication is a great way of communicating your point of view. I was reading a post by Adam Grant which talks about when you put something in black and white, you put something in a presentation, you put something in paper, on paper, right? Your logic has to be very clear, right? You can't just talk your way through. You can't just use your charisma to get your way across. You can't just use your overpowering personality to get your point across. But it's about you presenting things clearly with facts, figures, rationale, strategy, clarity, right? And to me, these are all fundamental elements of someone being successful in a selling role, right? You could be selling a product or service for an organization. You could be an entrepreneur selling yourself in a large network. You could be a leader selling yourself to senior leaders in a large boardroom kind of a situation. Everywhere it finally comes down to clear, effective communication, clear understanding of your audience, clearly listening to what is being said, clearly responding to what is being asked, and not beating around the bush or selling stories, right? Sure, storytelling is a powerful way of communicating, but sell the right story. Don't just sell a story for the sake of showing that you know something. So I think coming across as knowledgeable, coming across as authentic, coming across as somebody who others would like to listen to, right, are things that play out extremely importantly in a business transaction, in a leadership transaction, and even beyond the workplace, even at home, even with your friends, with your relatives, with your WhatsApp groups. The ones who make the most noise are necessarily not the most popular. The ones who make the most noise are not necessarily the ones who are listened to. The ones who talk less but talk when they require to talk and talk clearly are the ones that people often take more seriously. So I just wanted to sort of sum this up and say that one of the key successes for being successful in a sales, leadership, or a business career is effective communication. Clear, concise, quiet, effective communication that gets across your point of view in a way that the audience receives it, understands it, is able to internalize it, and able to either take a decision or respond in a way that you would like them to respond, right? So this is just something that I just want to share, just to break the myth about sales being dominated by outspoken people, and it can actually be really get won over by people who come with a quiet approach and a well thought through approach to anything that they want to communicate. Thank you. Hope you found this video useful. I'll be happy to do more such snippets on sales and business and entrepreneurship, because end of the day, these are the things that make a difference more than anything else. Yeah. Thank you.